Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, going to be talking about some player props I like on PrizePicks for the NBA slate on Monday, November the 14th. We do have 7 games tonight, so a pretty decent sized Monday slate. I got 2 player props I want to share with you guys. I got a 2-pick entry that I'm going to be playing on this Monday slate. Before we do talk through our 2 plays for today, as always guys, if you do enjoy these PrizePicks videos, please hit that like button down below. I always appreciate the likes. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you are new to PrizePicks, if you check the bottom of the screen, you can sign up with my promo code. PrizePicks will match your first deposit up to $100 when you do sign up with code NOAH. So make sure to check out PrizePicks, see all the player props they have to offer. And if you're not playing over there yet, get signed up, use that code, get that deposit bonus when you do sign up. But I hope you guys had a good weekend, man. I know I didn't make any NBA videos over the weekend. Normally, I don't cover NBA on the weekends. I try and give myself a little bit of time off. But I do still cover NBA on Patreon. As always, I give more PrizePicks plays over on Patreon. So if you guys want to check out the Patreon, see all the additional PrizePicks plays I'm on every day, you can check that out. Link down below in the description. We did give out a 2-pick entry for NBA on Sunday night. Cash that 2-pick entry. Definitely needed it because NFL did not go very well on Sunday. But luckily, we cashed our 2-pick entry on Sunday night for the NBA slate. And let's try and make some money for this Monday slate. So, talking through our 2 picks for today, guys, we got a fantasy score prop that I like for today, and then we have an assist prop that I like for today. So, for fantasy score, we're going to talk about Bojan Bogdanovic. 26.5 fantasy points for Bojan. I like Bojan to go over this number. I think this number could definitely be a little bit higher. We have seen Bojan play really well the last 2 games. 33.5 fantasy points against the Knicks, 37.2 fantasy points against the Celtics. You know, I would say those were kind of 2 tougher matchups. This matchup against Toronto is definitely not the best. Toronto is a pretty good defensive team. They do play at a fairly slow pace. But it is worth noting that Toronto is going to be missing 3 key guys. They're going to be without Pascal Siakam. They're going to be without Fred VanVleet. And we got word earlier this afternoon that Gary Trent's also going to be out. So I think this, Toronto defense might not be as good with those 3 guys off the floor. I think with those guys being out as well, it makes it a lot more likely this game stays close. Right now, Detroit, they're only 4.5-point dogs here, so this should be a close game. In the last 2 games that have been close against the Knicks and against the Celtics, we've seen Bojan play 34 and 33 minutes, and he's been really productive. And that production should continue because Cade Cunningham is still out for the Pistons, and I think without Cade Cunningham, we can expect there to be a lot of beneficiaries, but especially guys like Bojan, Saddiq Bey, Jaden Ivey. Those should be the guys that see the biggest boost without Cade. And so far this season, Bojan has played 92 minutes with Cade Cunningham off the floor, 26.3% usage rate, which is the second highest on the team, and he's averaged a fantasy point per minute. So if he averages a fantasy point per minute, which he basically has done his last 2 games, and he plays 33, 34 minutes, I'm not saying that we should project him for 33, 34 fantasy points, but I think there's a good chance he could score 33, 34 fantasy points again. He's historically been kind of a scoring-dependent player, but the last 2 games, we have seen him get some rebounds. We have seen him get some assists. He had 5 rebounds against the Knicks. He had 6 rebounds against the Celtics. Last 2 games, he's had 3 and 4 assists. So there could definitely be some more ball handling for Bojan with Cade off the floor. So his assist numbers could be up. He's historically been a solid rebounder. I think he's going to probably get at least 4 or 5 rebounds. And mainly, the scoring is what he does the best. And he has seen some good shot volume the last 2 games. 15 shot attempts in both of their last 2 games without Cade Cunningham. Obviously, the usage is really good, and the fantasy production has been pretty solid as well. So if Bojan plays 33, 34 minutes tonight, averages close to a fantasy point per minute, which he's done without Cade Cunningham this season, I think he's got a very good chance to go over 26.5 fantasy points. So that is the first play that I do like for today. And then the second play that I like to pair with that, we're going to the assist category. I want to talk about Jason Tatum. 4.5 assists for Jason Tatum. Also, I like the over here. And if you look at Jason Tatum's last 5 games, it's kind of been like up and down in terms of his assists. He had 5 against the Knicks, then he only had 2 against Memphis, then he had 5 against Detroit, 5 against Denver, and then the last game against Detroit, he only had 3. First off, I want to say that right now on DraftKings Sportsbook, this prop is currently heavily favoring the over. Over 4.5 assists for Jason Tatum on DK Sportsbook is minus 155 right now. And Terry Rozier, his over 4.5 assists is minus 155 as well. And PrizePicks bumped his line up to 5. They haven't bumped up Tatum's yet. I don't know why. Like normally if there's a prop that's minus like 150 or better, it's almost automatically getting bumped up. So the fact that PrizePicks hasn't bumped this up to 5 yet, it's a little weird. It's like, what do they know? But I think 4.5 assists for Jason Tatum, this definitely is a good play. Just looking at the odds on DK Sportsbook and even looking more into it, one of the reasons like why are the odds so good? I think one of the reasons is because Malcolm Brogdon's out, and without Malcolm Brogdon, that should definitely help Tatum in terms of his assist opportunities. Jason Tatum, the way the Celtics run their rotation, Tatum normally plays like about half of the first quarter, and then he subs out, and then he starts the second quarter. So he plays a lot with the second unit. We will see Tatum play a lot with all the starters off the floor, and he'll play a lot with a lot of the bench guys. Normally, that's when Malcolm Brogdon's on the floor as well. And whenever Malcolm Brogdon's on the floor, he's going to be the guy that handles the ball a lot, racks up a lot of assists. I think without Brogdon out there, we can expect Tatum to be a guy that facilitates a lot, racks up a lot of assists. So far this season, when you're looking at assist and potential assist, he is second on the team in potential assists per game, 8.1 potential assists per game. He's averaging 4.1 assists per game. Last game without Brogdon, we did see Tatum have 10 potential assists. Worth noting that Jaylen Brown was out last game as well. But Tatum did have 10 potential assists last game, and it was pretty unlucky for him to only get 3 assists, because normally guys are going to convert about half of their potentials into actual assists. So on average, when Tatum has 10 potential assists, he's going to have 5 assists or more on average. Marcus Smart last game had 20 potential assists, and he finished with 10 actual assists. But I think it's fair to assume that Tatum this season has been averaging about 8 potential assists per game. I think we can expect that number to go up to about maybe 10, 11 with Brogdon off the floor. I think the ball handling is going to be higher for Tatum. I think he's just going to facilitate a little bit more. He's always a guy that's going to have the ball in his hands, and now without a primary facilitator out there, we can maybe expect Tatum to do a little bit more of the facilitating. So even factoring all that in, plus the odds, I think this is a really good play. I wouldn't be surprised if PrizePicks does bump this line up to 5 at some point. If they do bump it up to 5, you could still play it if you want, but I definitely want to try and get it in at 4.5, because I think there is a chance that Tatum finishes with 5 assists. If he finishes with 5, that counts as a win for us. If the line gets bumped up to 5 and he finishes with 5, then it's just a push and you don't really win anything. So I would want to get this in at 4.5, if it does get bumped up at some point. But that's what I like as a kind of a 2-pick early entry for this Monday slate, guys. At the time I'm making this video, around 12:40 Eastern, PrizePicks is starting to add more and more props to the board. So once they get all of their props up on the board, I'm going to take a look at the board again, try and find some more plays I like. I'll probably share a few more plays for today over on Patreon. So if you guys do want more PrizePicks plays from me, you can check out the Patreon. Link down below in the description. You can see all that I do offer over there. But as always, best of luck tonight, guys. Thanks as always for watching the video. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you're new to PrizePicks, look at the bottom of the screen. You can sign up with my promo code NOAH. PrizePicks will match your first deposit up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. But hopefully we can make some money tonight, guys. I wish you all the best of luck. Enjoy your Monday night. Let's try and cash out, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.